Yes, indeed. We are LIVE. Yes. All right, I'll give you a moment to get in, get settled and situated. Go and sit on down, sit on down, sit on down. Making sure all the live stuff is situated. Yeah, there we go. Live on Instagram too. What? Oh my God, we are breaking new territory. Yeah. Chat, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? Y'all good? Yes, Paul. A double dose of the afternoon kick. Yes, come on, baby. Hold on. I'm just sharing on Instagram, man. So if y'all on IG too, man, make sure y'all share that with all y'all OnlyFans girls and stuff y'all be following. It's like my stuff. Ah, man. Let's see. Don't worry, Paul. I'm gonna give you a shout out again, man. I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna put your comment up there again. Man, what is life, man? I said today I'm gonna rock my Carolina as well because I want my De'Ami Brown um, um, good vibes to continue throughout the playoffs, man. So yeah, man. And it's Friday now. The game is 2 days away. We're just 2 more sleeps, man. Sleep tonight. Yeah, 2 more sleeps, and we will be playing meaningful football for the first time in 30 some odd years, where some people in this chat may not have been born. My guest that's on for today was a young lad. He was a thought in the world. He was just a young person who didn't even know what life was at this point. It's just out here, just growing and developing in the world. All right, let's get it popping. Listen, man, Rio will be here in a little bit. So, but we can't wait for him to throw it to the intro. So, in the meantime, let's go pretend like Rio here. Hey, Rio, you ready to rock and roll? Yeah, man, play the intro. What's going on, world? Welcome back to the Afternoon Kick, the early edition, the 2 p.m. edition of the Afternoon Kick. I'm your host, Darian D.H. Williams, a.k.a. D.H. on the mic on X. You can follow me there. My partner in crime, Rio Robinson, will be joining us shortly. Of course, you know, he got to get all his runs and errands done before this weekend because that man is a streamer. He will be out here streaming all weekend. We are live right now on the YouTube page. Yeah, it's easy for me to say. Do us a favor and
like and subscribe, please.
Yes, and now you've entered. You have leveled up. We are YouTube right now at Breaking Command Entertainment and on my Instagram page at D Will on the mic on Instagram. So make sure y'all smash that like button and share and send to all your friends and comment and do all that good stuff, that fun stuff that y'all like to do there. So listen, I'm not even gonna hold you up, man. This is the first edition of the Afternoon Kick. Of course, join us again at 5 p.m. where we will have AAA Anthony Armstrong, former Washington Redskins wide receiver, on live to keep the trend going for the playoffs because we are 60 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. Oh my God. What are words I never thought I'd be saying in the year of our Lord 2025. We are 60 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. Of course, I didn't do my time check. It's 2:09 on Friday, man, on the East Coast, man. I got to definitely make sure I do that. We're live right now. So I said, you know what? I want to bring something different to the Afternoon Kick. There's some videos going around on social media of a funny guy, man. I said, I gotta check this out. So even if you haven't seen it, I want you to see it. I gotta show this to you. Check this out right now.
Oh my God, we play the Lions. Dear God, good looking out last week against the Buccaneers, but I swear if you help us beat the Lions, I'll go from raise hail to praise hail. Please be with and bless Zane Gonzalez's perfect magic little leg and his beautiful little feet. Please help the Doink Daddy Poppy Supreme with all his extra points and field goals. If
Doink
you could
Daddy
just
Poppy
please continue
Supreme
to bless us on fourth downs, but also feel free to bless us on downs first through third for once in your life. Dear God, please treat Jaden Daniels the same way you treated Daniel in the Bible and just deliver him from this lion's den. Please keep Jaden Daniels' body safe in traffic, and please, for the love of you, make sure that he learns how to get down and slide properly. Dear God, I know all season you've been answering Dan Campbell's prayers and making all those crazy plays work, but just this once, make sure that he has one super Dan Campbell play that does not work. Dear God, I would never ask you to harm any Lions players, but if you could please just give Jared Goff pink eye and Amon-Ra St. Brown an ingrown toenail, that would mean everything to me. Please let us have a run game this week. I'm not asking you to let Brian Robinson walk cold water. I just want to be able to run through an open hole. Dear Lord, please let Bobby Wagner's ancient body continue to defy your will in its perfect physical excellence. God, you don't even want to know what I'm... If you do not help us beat the Lions this weekend, I will immolate myself outside the Smithsonian. Please, if you just let us beat the Lions this weekend, I swear I'll quit praying about you saving TikTok. In y'all's name we pray. Praise hail. Go Commanders.
Shout out to my guest today, DMV comedian, Mr. Winston Hodges. And as you can see, he answers prayers. Winston, what's up, baby?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, dude. This is good to be here.
Man, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you're here, bro. And it's funny because when I seen your videos, man, I was like, yo, he's literally me. Like, he does the same thing. God, please help us. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but
I know, man.
a minor tweak or a twinge.
Yeah, I'll never root for someone to get hurt, but just something that's just like, just come on, just a little something, you know, just let him get, you know, I want Saquon to get stuck in traffic or something on his way to the game. You know,
I pray that Saquon shows up late.
Just late. Let him show up fourth quarter. We're up 30.
I pray that he has a burrito for pregame meal.
Yeah, I got IBS too. You know what I mean? Let him have a little.
Right. Winston, man, welcome to the program, man. Man, Winston is a local comedian here in the DMV who does shows all over. We're going to get to that later, but I kind of just wanted to get into your Commander story, man. Yeah. You're a young man, you know, much like my partner in crime, Rio Robinson. So this is like the first time you've seen us be good, like on a consistent basis, man. What is that like for you, man?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, so it is weird having. I've rooted for other teams in different sports that are like, you'll have a few good years, normal. This is the first time in my life I've rooted for a team where they've been bad my entire life. And now they're not just good, they're pretty great. And just, it's weird, man. I don't really know how to, I'm so used to being the polite Commanders fan, loving the team and being a good sport, and
going with the motions, like, and watching somebody else play, right?
Yeah, and this is going in my head now, man.
It's crazy, right? Because like you look at the past couple videos that you've had, and it's just like everybody literally has counted us out, and it's almost like like what is going on here? Like what is happening,
dude? I don't know, man. I will say though, it's the first in a long time, and I might just be blinded due to how good it is right now, but like, man, the team looks like they're having fun playing together. Like the team looks like they're happy to be playing for Washington, man. And I'm not used to that, dude. I'm not used to having players really loving playing here as a team.
Right. And you see it doing shows and being around and then posting like, the videos and stuff. It's like, man, people are excited to support us now. Like we talk off camera, like just being out and about, and wearing your stuff and, not getting dirty looks. You're getting dap ups now. Like, like that's crazy, bro. Like,
dude, I'm going up to everybody, man. If you see me in public and you have Commanders gears on, I hope you're ready for this guy to come and talk to you.
Big bro hug and dap up like we cousins, man. Like,
yeah, dude. I was leaving the show after the Lions game. We were watching it in the green room of a comedy club in DC, and I'm leaving the show, and it's like 2:15 in the morning. And there's just the dude. I ran up behind this guy, and I must have scared him half to death because I was like, "How about them Commanders?"
Right?
They're in a side street in DC. I freaked that guy out, man. But
hey, man, back up off me like that.
I know, dude. I felt bad. And then he saw I had Commander stuff on too. He's like, "Oh, never mind." He's like, "We just talked for like 10 minutes."
Hey, man, one thing you've learned throughout this run, you still can't run up on folks in DC.
I know. I forget, man. I forget where I am sometimes.
No, it's cool, man. But you're not haven't forgot that you're here. You're on the Afternoon Kick live with your host Darian D.H. Williams. I got Winston Hodges, comedian here in the DMV, who has some funny videos on social media about our Commanders. Winston, man, let me ask you, man, how have you came up with some of these concepts for some of these videos? Like, how do you get your content together, man? Like talk to us about that, man.
Man, I'll be honest with you, dude. I generally, before we've been on this run, I've only really posted just stand-up clips because that's what I do. I do stand. So I post a lot of stand-up clips, and then I was just watching this team, And I was like, man, like me and all my friends, we joke all the time about sports. And just like the Commanders are like, why not us? I'm like, why not me? Why why am I not
Why not?
posting some of these videos? And then I just literally was like, my fiance, she heard me jokingly praying to like about some stuff, and she laughed, and I was like, maybe this could be a video. And so
Yeah.
that's just, and then every day I'm just, the first thing that comes to my mind, I was like, all right, we're gonna make one. Because now I'm like, I've posted one every day that we've been in the playoffs, and now I'm like, I can't stop because I feel like if I don't post one, we're gonna lose. I was like,
You
I'm too
have to stick and
superstitious.
stay, man. You
Yeah,
have to stick and stay. And that goes to like even us, man. Like and like we know that in real life, none of this stuff is actually helping or
yeah,
hurting the
not
team.
at all.
But in our minds, it is. That's why every week for the past 3 weeks, we've had Anthony Armstrong on the show. I mean, first of all, amazing guest to get
Yeah,
on the show. Numbers are really doing well when you have a former receiver on the squad.
yeah,
But it's like after every game, we like, you good for Friday? He like,
yeah.
yeah, I'll be back. So it's like
So cool,
you
dude.
don't want to mess anything up, bro. Like the run has been too good,
It's
man.
been too good. I'm too happy, and I just know that if I didn't post or I didn't keep my routine and the worst happened, I would literally never forgive myself. I would
See, man, I had the video in the drafts and I didn't post it because I thought it was, man,
Yep, now I'm
post.
posting it. Whether I
Got
think it's
to.
good or bad, it's going out there
You
every
got
day.
to, man. On live right now, the afternoon kick with our guest Winston Hodges. It is 2:17 on a Friday, man. The first show of the day. We're getting it popping this whole weekend, and I'm curious, man. How has your stand-up routine changed with maybe some of the success that we had, man? Is there any relation to that?
Well, I will say that if you've seen me in the last month and a half, you can attest that there's every show I'm at least mentioning it. I
Got
can't
to.
help it. I have to do it. I have to like I like seeing people get excited. But yeah, I think that's the major change is I am someone that's like I don't just go up and just do my jokes. I have to talk about what's going on in my
Yeah,
life, and then I'll do
topical and
my
stuff.
jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do my jokes in my life, and I just everything. I just am like, man, I'm in a good mood. As I think the Commanders are going to win the Super Bowl, dude. I feel like
Yo, and it doesn't even sound far-fetched anymore.
no,
Like,
man.
you remember, like, we could say that and then be like, yeah, man, whatever. But like now, like I have moments, and I've said this right here on the afternoon kick. I've literally had moments and I've related it to almost like stages of grief, right? And this is so not the case, but like, if you lose somebody close to you, like you'll be having a good day and then you'll remember that they're not
Yep,
here anymore,
yep.
right?
Oh, I get that completely.
That's kind of how this team has been. Like I
Yeah,
literally was minding my business, just going on about cleaning up the house. I was like, bro, we're in the NFC Championship game. Like,
yeah,
what's going on? Like, there's still football here. Like,
yeah,
come on,
man.
man.
After that Lions game, I'm fully 100% in delusional fan brain, where it's no longer, oh, we got a chance, dude. Dude, I think we're gonna dog walk the Eagles.
I
I
think so
can't.
too, bro.
I
Like,
straight up think we're gonna, dude. I think we're gonna show up to Philadelphia, and we are going to absolutely dog walk them. I cannot wait, man.
shout
I'm
out to
so
Paul because Paul is always here. And this is the comment. One game away from competing for Lombardi. I can't believe this is our life,
yeah.
especially the football life that we had last year, winning 4 games. Talk about your season last year versus your feelings as a fan in this season this year.
Well, man, last year I went into the season. We already talked about it a little bit before. Where like I'm an optimist every year
Yeah.
for every team that I root for, whether it's the Hokies or I'm a St. Louis Cardinals baseball fan, Commanders football fan, like across the board, whatever team. I go into the season being like, oh, they're underestimating us. We got a chance. I went in being like, oh, Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell's the guy. I
The
think
Tar
he
Heel.
played. Yeah, I was like, oh, he had that one bad year in college, but then he dropped to us. It's going to be
Yeah.
amazing. And then every week I'm just making up excuses for the team, just being like, oh no, man, that's not our week, dude. It's not our week. It's not and then by the end of the season, I was just like, man, I really hope we draft a quarterback.
Right. Like we need one.
And I like Sam. I don't even dislike Sam. It
Yeah,
just was
for sure.
like, I don't know, man. It's crazy having a generational talent at quarterback because
Crazy.
I
Keep
was
going. Yeah.
stoked when we got RG3. I'm not gonna lie. That was the last time I was this level of excited. Was like that RG3 season obviously ended tragically. But like it felt like we had some life. And I don't remember feeling anything like I feel right now. Like that's what's crazy. That was as good as it got, and then I feel like I'm all the way up at 11 now.
It's almost like, especially, and I'm gonna call you a younger fan, even though you're an old man.
Yeah,
Probably,
call me. I'll take you. I love you. I'm 34 years old. But please call me young.
I mean, it's like now, it's like you really don't have a point of reference. Like,
No.
you don't have a marking point, or a landing spot to be like, I remember when, you know what I'm saying? Like guys like my dad has that, where he can remember the good old days in the 80s when they were one of the best teams in the league. But like now, the younger generation, us millennials pretty much and below, we don't have a point of reference. So like seeing this stuff happen live and in real time, it's crazy. And I love the fact that's happening for me as an adult. Because now I get to this is the one thing about being an adult, man. Sometimes you just have like frivolous money that you could just do things with sometimes. No, I don't need a $300 jersey, but I'm gonna buy one.
You're getting it.
Man, but it's like, like just how this team has performed, man. And we talked about it, just the vibe throughout the city. And as somebody who, is in different venues, could be on a nightly basis, you get a chance to see that up close and personal when you're dealing with the fans and dealing with your audience, man. What is that experience like, man? Like you said, other than running up on people in DC streets.
Yeah, other than running up on people and scaring the living hell out of people at 2:15 in the morning. No, man, I will say it's just like, it's fun because it shows I like talking to the audience after and before and everything. Like I'm a pretty personable guy. Like I enjoy it. But like now it's like, man, you get on stage and you see someone wearing a Commander's hat, and it's an instantaneous dap when you're on stage, and then like it gets everybody talking, and then like DC's got so many transplants. You got people that aren't Commanders fan living in the city, and that's like the craziest because you'll just be doing it. I did a show the other night, and it was like 3 Eagles fans, and then we just had the whole audience like turn on them, but it was like it was all in really good fun, man. Like it was just it's been really fun, and I'm just riding it out and enjoying it, man. I'm having a good time.
Man, you know that help too. You could say them jokes for another show. You'd be like, I could just get on the Eagles fan.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh yeah, we'll do jokes tomorrow night. It's like tonight I'm about to
Man, that's crazy. Right here live on the afternoon kick with Winston Hodges, man, comedian right here in the DMV, man. Known for his hilariously funny Commanders videos on Instagram. If you're not following, shame on you, but you still have an opportunity to go ahead and follow him right now and check everything out. We're hoping that we get a few more videos, man. Like,
oh yeah, don't
worry. And I know you see, and you're a comedian, so you're a writer, so I know you like, man, when I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna say this.
Man, I've got video. I've got a few videos planned. And but here's what because I'm superstitious, they're all planned as if we're gonna win.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean.
To be.
If the worst thing happens, I'll think about those videos later. But right now, it's all we're gonna win. But it's like I just can't get it. Like I've got the prediction of the score in my head. I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm ready for it, man. I can't wait.
Listen, you can tell me the score offline because if I believe it as well, I'll put a few dollars on it just in case you're right. Man, it just like a lot of other fans, man. You had that Klinko in the refrigerator, ready to pop. And like, what is that? Okay, let's talk about this. When we win on Sunday, like as a fan, forget the videos, forget all the other stuff. As a fan, like how are you gonna feel? What's your reaction?
We've officially moved into crying after a win territory. I just want to let you know, right? Because also it's like I'm a pretty emotional dude, man.
Man, I have a daughter. I have a 4-year-old. I'm very emotional. I have no shade. I've cried on this program. So.
Yeah, dude, I'm an emotional man. And sport, like family and sports are like the two things that really get. Like I'm from a small town in Virginia, really rural. It's like my dad and I always rooted for the same teams. He passed away about 5 years ago, so it's like so I've got all this family sports stuff bubbling up. Yeah, dude. When we win and we beat the Eagles Sunday, dude, you're not gonna be able to tell me nothing.
Bro. I'm gonna big tears.
Oh, dude,
big man tears.
I'll cry on stage, man. I don't care. I'll go to the show because I'm doing a show that night too because it's a 3 o'clock game. So as soon as that show's over, I'm going up there. I'm gonna cry on stage for 15 minutes. I'm just gonna talk about the season. I don't care if it's funny.
Look, and then the one person that's been under a rock was like, I thought we were going to a comedy show.
Yeah, and be like, too bad. You should have thought about that.
Like this white guy up on stage cried for 15 minutes, man.
Yeah, I don't know what type of weird performance art this is, but we saw this white guy with huge glasses wouldn't quit crying about a football team. We don't know what that was.
Imagine that story in 10 years.
Yeah, yeah,
I guess this football team won, and
yeah. I
like,
guess yeah, that's somebody's first comedy show, and they're like, I guess that's what comedy is. They just
right.
have white guys crying over sports.
Yo, that's hilarious. By the way, yeah. That look, hey, just give me producer credit on that video. When
Yeah,
you
for
do
sure. Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. Right here live on the Afternoon Kid with Winston Hodges, man. So he said after the game on Sunday, he's gonna cry.
Yeah.
And I believe I will cry as well. But then we have the week leading up into the Super Bowl. This is all, which is all just manufacturing ideas and thoughts in our minds, right? As a fan, are you prepared to be in the Super Bowl? And what I mean by that, like we talked about the feelings that you have just now, like, but are you prepared to be able to have that bravado and to be able to really talk confidently about like going to the Super Bowl and winning? And like I've been saying on this show, like I believe wholeheartedly that we could beat any team that's left.
Yeah.
Like I truly believe that. And that's not just hyperbole, or I'm not being hyperbolic, however you like to say it.
Oh, I like that.
There you go.
I like the vocab we got going on here.
Gotta be able to switch it up on them, you know what I'm saying?
You're throwing the different types of the word.
Right.
I was like, okay. I was like, somebody's trying to showing off a little bit.
You know, showing off. Yeah, you know, we have guests here. We trying to show off. We got guests. No, but like, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, just do that. It's just more or less like being like prepared to be in the Super Bowl. Like that's just a crazy idea and a crazy concept. And it's the beginning, right?
Yeah.
This is Jaden's first year.
We have $90 million in cap space and like 7 draft picks. I was like, this is crazy. The fact that we live in a universe where we not only have a chance to win the Super Bowl, we have a really good chance to win the Super Bowl and to get better next year. That should scare literally everybody.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought, man. To have for a team to be this good and to have $90 million in cap space and a quarterback coming off of the first year of his rookie contract. They got no idea, dude. They got no idea what's in store for them.
No idea, man. Shout out to you, Paul, for the assist. Miss Hurl in Florida, that's my English teacher. She would be proud. Shout out to Miss Hurl, man. Who knew my English teacher was gonna get a shout out, man, right here on this show. But man, like you said, man, and Josh is you know, is the perfect party pooper for us. No, not Josh, excuse me. No, who said this? Who said, the code talker. We have to live in the moment. We must win the NFC Championship. Yes, but as a fan, we must think about what's happening ahead. And I say this because once we got to the playoffs, right? Like, and I'm gonna be honest, right? I didn't like before the season started. I said, you know what, 6 wins, right?
Yeah.
2 better than last year. You're still kind of in a recalibration. You get everything started. I was like, 2 more wins should be good. I'm good with that. But then we got to the point where we started winning 7, 8 games, 9 games. I was like, whoa. So my goalpost didn't change and was like, playoffs.
Yeah.
If we win a playoff game, beat the Bucks, beat that first round of playoffs, I'm happy with however this year turns out, because just like you said, we have hope going into next season with cap space and with the potential to have guys wanting to come here and play with us. And
yeah, dude.
Then after we beat the Bucks, I was like, okay, I mean, I expect us to play well against the Let's try. And then the way we beat Detroit, I think kind of gave me the swagger to be like, yo, I don't know who these teams think they are, but we can beat anybody.
Dude, I felt this. I mean, I went into the Lions game being like, if we beat the Lions, we're going to win the Super Bowl. That's literally what I went, because that was of all the teams that were left, that was the team where I was like, I feel like their offense could keep up with us. And that was like, or their defense could, if you'd have told me the score was what it was, and I didn't know who won or lost, I would have thought that would have been the score
that was Detroit.
Favor. Yeah. Yep. And I'd have been like, man, we put 31 up. That's a good, you know what I mean? I was like, that's a good game. I'm proud of our team or whatever. But yeah, man, it just keeps changing all year. But I know obviously teams got to focus on the Eagles for sure. Yeah. But this is my point of view, man, is it's like, whether I think we're going to win the Super Bowl or not, if we lose Sunday, I'm going to feel just as bad. It's not going to change. So why not be delusional and just be like, we're winning the Super Bowl, man? I've never been in a position to where I thought we could win the Super Bowl. So I'm going to enjoy this because things can happen, things can change. But I think we got a really good shot, man. And I really do think we're going to go into Philadelphia and absolute dog walk Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. I
love it.
really believe it, man. I feel
I
good.
love it. Before we get into your prediction, I want to tell everybody, of course, you're watching the Afternoon Kick live right here on Breaking Command Entertainment. It's 2:30 p.m. on the East Coast, Friday, January the 24th. Yeah, you're late. It's okay. You were late. You're 20 minutes behind, but you're here. Thank you for pulling up. No problem. Just smash the like button on your way in. No worries. Shout out to everybody watching on Instagram and everybody watching on YouTube live right now. I appreciate you locked in. If you haven't subscribed, pause, go ahead and subscribe, and then come back and rewatch wherever you are. Right now, we're live with Winston Hodges, the comedian right here in the DMV. And Winston, before we get into everything else, I want to talk about, and you mentioned it a few moments ago, and I don't want to strike a nerve with you, but you talked about the family aspect the winning this season has had for you. Tell us how winning this season has maybe brought your family closer, or the memories of, with your dad and things like that. If you're comfortable with that, I know
for sure, man. I talk about my dad all the time. I did a whole stand-up special about when he passed away. We're in my comfort zone right now. We're right in the wheelhouse of what I'm comfortable talking about. Yeah, man. My sports was always a big thing that brought my dad and I together. It's a really big thing, and he was. Growing up, he was more of a college football guy. He went to Virginia Tech. I also went to Virginia Tech. But then, like, as I got older, when I was like 7 or 8, we started watching Redskins games together.
Yeah.
And really just became a thing. And we would check in and just like, but we were always like, oh, they'll never be good or whatever. So just like that, it's just a nice thing where it's like the bittersweet part is it's like, I have that moment, like you said, you forget somebody's passed away. I'll have these moments where I'll reach for my phone to text my dad.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, he's not able to respond, and so that's how it's bringing the family together. But how it's bringing it apart is my brother's a lifelong Eagles fan.
Oh my God. Kick him out now.
I know, dude. So we've been texting a little bit, man. It's been fun, dude. I love my brother to death, but we're definitely a little house divided right now.
Of course, man. And it's funny you say that, man, because like that's the one thing I kind of have been thinking about during this run, is that the people that won't get a chance to see this, like the long-suffering fans that have been here and like really supported the team thick or thin, supported the fan when Case Keenum was the quarterback, supported the team when Gus Farrat broke his neck, slamming his head into the barricade, like fans that have been around in the bad years and now won't get a chance to experience what this run is going to be, man. I feel for them and their family members, because I had a guy, one of my closest friends earlier this year in October, had passed away.
Man,
and he was a big fan, and he just, I know I talked to his sister the other day. I said, I know he's having the time of his life right now watching Jaden perform, because before he passed, like we was always talking about that, like, man, that Jaden Daniels is gonna be the guy, that he's gonna be the guy. So that's why, like, even during this run, I'm even more, and I've been saying this, like, in my year I'm turning 40 this year, so I'm super gratuitous about everything that I have and all the opportunities that I have this year. I have gratitude. I'm able to bring you on the show and talk to you.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I love it, man. I'm glad I get to experience this with my friends and family. Like, as an adult, I get to experience this with my daughter, who knows that every Sunday we're putting on our jerseys.
Yeah.
And we're sitting down here and watching TV, watching the game. I get to call my dad and celebrate with him every time we score a touchdown, just the joy in his face and the joy in my mom's face. Like when the team plays well, like I am soaking in these moments, because as a fan, you realize that they're not going to be every year. We would love for them to be every year, but as a fan, you see they're few and far between. You know what I mean? So like just soaking that up and enjoying it, man.
Enjoy it, man. Make those memories. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Literally, that's all sports is about, is making memories and like coming together as a community. I really do think that that's what sports is about. When I was playing sports and when you're watching it, it's about the team aspect, the community aspect, and you just something to look back on and be like, man, those are really good times, or those were terrible times. I'm really glad that we're not in them anymore.
Right. And we have enough of those terrible times to now that we like, man, in 10 years, I could be like, Dad, you remember when we beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship game and went to the Super Bowl? He'd be like, yeah, I remember. I'm still paying that credit card off from going to the Super Bowl.
I know, right? Yeah.
But no, man, that's just awesome. And I'm pretty sure everybody in the comment section has something like that too. We'll get into those in the 5 o'clock hour, talk about that. But Winston, before you go, man, give me your score for this game on Sunday. Give me, like, who do you think may be the X factor? What do you think is gonna happen on Sunday, man, when we play the Philadelphia Eagles?
I mean, realistically, I think we beat them 38-20. Like, I really do think that.
Excuse me.
Yeah, straight up.
I was like, what?
That's it, bro. That is the delusional fan brain.
Yes.
Where, like, I don't think you march into Detroit, beat what, in my opinion, was the best offense in the NFL, and also beat what I think was the best team in the NFC, and march in there. And I just think this team has proven all year long that we're one of the best teams in the country as far as gathering and maintaining momentum.
Yeah.
And I don't see any team with as much momentum as us. I find it hard for any team to want it as bad as us. And I think across the board, if you go position by position, I do think the Eagles are better than us at a lot of different positions when you look at just like on paper.
Yeah.
But I think we are infinitely better at the quarterback position, which is the most important position in the game. And I think Jaden is honestly, he's proven to me this year, he's one of the best clutch performers in the NFL. And
absolutely,
that dude looks calm. He looks happy to be playing. And I think no matter what happens, I am so proud of this team and I'm so happy. But I really think we take that momentum and I think we go in, and I really, really, really think we're going to win like 38-20.
Ooh, I love it, man.
That's my thought, man. I feel good. I don't see anybody stopping the offense, man. It feels like Cliff is coaching for a head coaching job, dude.
Man. And look, and I still don't think he'll get one this cycle, and I'm glad for that. That means he got another.
I think
year
he's going to stay another year,
yeah,
and get a job he wants.
Especially when Arizona is paying him head coaching money right now. They're still paying him.
Yeah.
Like, why would you leave? Imagine that.
Yep.
Say, hey, we're going to give you more money to be a CEO of your company, but we just want you to be a regular worker. Yeah, I'm going to take that. And then, like, why not? Man, Winston, of course, I appreciate you being on the program.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. And hang on for a second, man. We're going to get ready to wrap the show up. But I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, where they can see you live, of course, all your platforms and everything. So the floor is yours, my friend.
Hey, man, you can follow me. The two big ones are Instagram and TikTok at Winston H Comedy. I spend about half of my time in the DC area doing stand-up, so DC, Maryland, Virginia. So if you follow my Instagram, I post shows. I'm really good at responding to DMs. So if there's something where you want to see me and you don't know where the tickets are, etc., send me a DM. And the other half of the year, I'm on the road, man. I tour all over the country. So February, I'm going to be in Boston. I'm going to be in Ohio. I'm going to be in Philadelphia, which the week after the Super Bowl. And then I'm going to be, it's going to be fun. You better believe I'm going to be doing those shows with my gear on. But yeah, man, follow me those things. Come see me live. I've been the Commanders videos. I think I'm going to continue to do those even after the season, but I think they won't be every day. I think it'll be like once a week. And check out my other videos, man. I think if you like the Commander stuff, I think you'll like my other stuff. I'm pretty good at what I do. So
the guy said he's pretty funny. So make sure you pull up and watch his stuff and check it out, man. Shout out to Winston for being on the show. Shout out to everybody in the chat for stepping in on the early episode.
Yeah,
this is kind of the appetizer, man. So Winston was able to provide some some fun times for the appetizer. And I'm hoping that everybody comes back for the 5 o'clock episode where we will have former Washington Redskins wide receiver again, Mr. Anthony Armstrong in the building, Rated Armstrong, and my partner in crime, Rio Robinson, will be here, and we will have a full game breakdown. We will laugh and joke and be delusional fans.
Yes, sir.
Again, and as we celebrate it. So on behalf of our guest, Mr. Winston Hodges, I am Darian D.H. Williams, the mic. We will catch you at 5 o'clock on the next episode of the Afternoon Kick, man. Peace and love. Let's get this dub. Go Commanders.